I have before me a very, very difficult task before I start Blood Chutney. I have to answer the various questions that have been posed to me as part of AMMA. Ask me mostly anything, abbreviated as AMMA. Where will I find all these answers? All the people of Tamil Nadu go to the same place to find all the answers. Polama? That is where the blood chutney started. The blood chutney for the state, for my state, for the state of my state. So that is where the story began. So now that I am gone there, I know I can answer every possible question that is going to be posed to me, because apparently once you go there, every question you can answer and every answer will come, it will come to you. So whatever I'm going to answer right now in the AMMA, AMMA, ask me mostly anything, is going to be channeling a certain inner spirituality that has entered into me, and with a great love and reverence for the entire situation, and the greater love and the joy of making sure that we channel this into something positive and make laughter out of it, or laugh and smile at the situation. And tomorrow we will be GDP 1 state, we will be GDP best state, we will not be a tiny country and all. No, please don't do all that. We will do number 1 state in the very state. In the spirit of that, let's move on to the AMMA. Why in the blood chutney poster is my face in 2 different areas, 2 different styles? Am I going to show another face in the upcoming video that I didn't see? The tremendous Tarun has asked this question. Very good question. You see, I wanted a very good logo for this show. That was the original logo for the show, but that logo is being fought for many people. Nobody is allowing us to get the logo unless we have lots of money, so we couldn't put that logo. So we had to come up with our own logo. But yes, you can see in the logo that there is blood and there's chutney, but both are the same. At all points of time in life, ladies and gentlemen, tragedy is permanent, comedy is optional. You can convert your tragedy into comedy, and let's laugh about the things that are the most difficult for us to do, and let's have fun doing that. So therefore you see the blood and the chutney being in the same fabric of existence, designed by Kota, and thanks Kota for making that poster for me and making it memorable. Nanban Kesavan Hari. What is special about blood chutney compared to poke me, as I drink second decoction right now? Poke me was the first show. So if anybody saw Poke Me and liked it, you will love blood chutney. If anybody saw Poke Me and said, "It is better panirkla," you will love blood chutney because better panirkla. But Poke Me is the first show. So you're constantly looking at making people laugh and finding out what will people laugh about. Second decoction was a little more personal, saying, "This is my life, let's all laugh about it," and I realized it's everybody's life. Blood chutney is all about things that, very difficult things that are happening to our country, our state, and my state. And can we find humor in that? So blood chutney is going to be a very uniquely different stand-up comedy show. There is going to be lots of comedy, but it's going to come from a very interestingly peculiar space. Bala asks, second decoction is about middle class life. So we can relate ourselves in the situation. How can we relate to blood chutney? Blood chutney you will relate to more because of the fact that unga life la blood always there will be something that will happen in your life that will completely surprise you and break everything down. You will feel like, oh my god, I want to end my life right now. No, you don't have to end your life. You can just laugh at it. You can have courage. You don't need to feel shame. You need courage. Courage is what you require in life. You need to be able to laugh at your own situation and then take it easy and go forward. So this show is about everybody. This show is more something that you need to relate to and develop that ability to laugh yourself. So Prithvi asked, Bro, are you covering every event happening in India and blood chutney? Because there's always a message in your comedy. I'm covering most of the things that happened between October 30th and April 30th, and even now that's happening right now, because of the fact that I felt that there was a lot of difficult situations happening all across, everything from Trump coming to power to demonetization to GST to Jallikattu to AMMA to everything, man, and in my life as well. So it was almost like, so I'll be covering most political and personal events at a point of time, but all in a spirit to see it positively and make you laugh. Harini Ranganathan is asking, is it going to be about resilience? I think converting a tragedy and tragic situations into comedy requires a certain nature, and that you could call it resilience. And I believe that everybody has that inside them, has that ability to convert blood into chutney. Yes, I think this show is also about resilience. It's about Jawans fighting on the border. It is about us as Jawans fighting in our own lives about things that are important to us. It's about holding on to things. It's about letting go of things. It's all of that. Vidya Sagar Kanabiran says, "Boss, hashtag Sushi Leaks Patti Ram Kepanga. Ye Ninga Vera. Amma." It was a very difficult episode in the life of my family, and a lot of people were affected by it, and it was not a very good memory. And for me, whenever I go into that subject and I talk about it, even in Blood Chutney, it's with kid gloves that I approach it, because I don't want to hurt even myself in the process. So I talk about one aspect of that incident which I was really shaken up by, and it says a lot about the world that we live in. So yeah, come and see that part. Okay, Sarah Sampson's question is, why did you name the show Blood Chutney? Vaigai Pol Vadipalli said, "Unak vanda ratham, enak vanda chutney ada." You know, that feeling that for somebody else's blood is somebody else's chutney. You know, somebody else will say, that is not difficult at all until it happens to them. At the same time, when I was writing this show, Carrie Fisher said, "Take your broken heart and make it into art." You know, if you have going through blood in life, convert it to chutney and make fun of it. So it's these two little thoughts that made me name the show Blood Chutney. In Hindi, there's this lovely movie called Ishqiya, where the character says, "Mera pyar, aapka pyar, pyar aur mera pyar, lust, sex." So it comes from that, you know, it's that notion of hypocrisy, but at the same time, it's the notion of not having empathy, saying, avangala kashtapatta, it's not a big deal. No, everybody's blood is that blood, and who should make it into chutney? I don't know. Come and watch the show. My friend Sharada Vijay is asking a very, very profound question. How did the thought of turning a personal tragedy experience into art evolve in the mind? How has the journey of Blood Chutney been? Did at any point of time make you think that, I shouldn't do this might hurt someone? Tragedy is mostly at all points of time personal. Whatever tragedy, even if our chief minister passed away, the tragedy is personal for everybody. And at some point of time, as a citizen, I felt that tragedy. As a person who went through tragedy in my life, I felt that tragedy. Many other people felt such tragedy as well. But at all points of time, as long as I know that I'm talking about something that happened to me that affected me, and the part that was affecting me is what I'm talking about, I think I'm fully qualified to talk about my situations. I'm not talking on behalf of anybody, I'm not talking on behalf of everybody, I'm talking on behalf of me. And at some point of time, I think it's an effort to, if you can make the most difficult situation, you are able to laugh at it and with it and then handle it. It takes a lot of courage to be in comedy. And I'm trying to inculcate that courage, and comedy is teaching me that courage. And I think Blood Chutney is the most exciting spiritual exercise I've done with comedy. So it's been beautiful. It's been a great journey. It has been life-changing for me in a very, very positive way, and I hope it will be life-changing for you as well, because it will hopefully make you laugh and teach you to laugh about anything that bogs you down. Okay. Vikash Paul, my colleague from Stand-Up Comedy, what are the topic subjects you want to joke about? Examples, like comedians can joke about anything under the sun. How much do you believe in that? Is there a line a comedian needs to draw? I think the line that a comedian needs to draw is defined by his conscience. And it's very important that if at some point of time somebody says something that you shouldn't have done that, if he is able to conscientiously stand up and explain, saying, this is the reason why I did it, I stand by my material, because your material is your baby. And if you're able to stand by it, and therefore your material will be put through many filters. Every show gets tested for. This show got tested for 1,200 minutes with an audience. 1,200 minutes I have performed this on stage and gotten feedback to see where is it hurting the audience, I want to remove that part. Where is it hurting the audience, I want to remove that part. Where is it hurting? up to a point where, because there is only joy and love and laughter for the audience, and if there's any hurt, it's at my expense. So I think that's the line of conscience that you develop, and you develop it along with the audience, not taniya room photo sitting by yourself deciding. It is with the audience, because this is a show that engages with society. It wants to engage with society, it needs to engage with society, it needs to make the circuit is complete only when the audience laughs and the happiness reaches their hearts.
Divya Tale says, when is your next movie, sir? As a hero, never just rubbing the chutney into the wounds. Yeah. Actually, I'll answer these questions though. I'll talk about my film career, I'll talk about the punctuation of my film career, I'll talk about what I look upon my film career as, and therefore you will get an answer of when my next movie will be and what will it be like and whether there will be a next movie at all.
Yogesh Jagannath has asked, you have expressed how KK has been stereotyped as American Apply sort of roles by directors, producers. You've also posted saying that Standup, the artist is the producer, director, writer, actor. My question is, how has the director, producer, writer KK handled the artist KK with respect to stand-up comedy? Are you satisfied with that? Do you feel that they have stereotyped KK in a different way? Stand-up comedy, that's the joy I'm getting from stand-up comedy. I get to be the writer, part producer, director, performer, distributor. I work with so many local partners who have to understand my show, and I become like a family to them as such. So on the way, it's a very fulfilling experience. The audience talks back to me, I take the feedback. So it's a lot of joy, it's a lot of pain. And you feel the pain, you feel the joy. It's a personal journey, it's a lot of happiness. So I feel happy as a producer, as a director, as a writer, as a performer, as everything. So when you feel things in life, good or bad, blood or chutney, it makes life more memorable. It makes you feel like you lived something. So yeah, it's the most satisfying journey so far. Keshava Nani says, love is chutney. Keshava Nani has got the meaning of the show. Love is chutney. Chutney is laughter. Chutney is happiness. Chutney is comedy. Chutney is not, when you make fun of something, you're not mocking it, you're not disrespecting it, you're celebrating it, you're making it a part of your happiness rather than a part of your sorrow. So yeah, love is chutney, brother. Raveshika Kumar. So my question will be, which of the three specials was the most hard to write and why? Blood chutney, blood chutney, blood chutney.
Will the world really end on September 23rd? Nivedita Ravi. Good question, Nivedita Ravi. Why are you asking me? I don't know, but you have asked me at the right time because I'm sitting in the spirituality Wi-Fi of the AMMA. So I can possibly answer absolutely everything wrongly. Because if I say it, whatever I say come out of this memory and I say right now, everybody is believing everything. So September 23rd, will the world end? No, of course not, because I have shows on September 30th, in October, November tour in USA. We may go finish all the tours, and after that the world ends. Who gives that? Okay, so maybe.
Gayatri Girish, my colleague from the Carnatic world fraternity, colleague as an artist. You're on stage, considering you're in a situation where you feel that the response from the audience is unexpected, lukewarm, what would be your next move? Would you make minor modifications to your script on the spot, or would you choose to stick to it? You need to acknowledge every single note that you think is different in the audience's reaction. You need to acknowledge that, why didn't you laugh at that? Because that tells you more about the audience. There's no point just continuing without modifying your script thereafter, because you need to acknowledge that the elephant in the room is that they didn't respond to the joke. And you need to acknowledge and open up and talk to the audience a little and come back to your script, and then the note from where you start the next alap changes. So yeah, you have to be aware of, because stand-up comedy is a dialogue with the audience. It's almost like a dialogue. The audience doesn't talk back to you, but they are there and giving frequencies and energies and laughter and various shades of laughter. Sags Sham says, I did watch a couple of stand-up comedy videos, so-called stand-up comedy videos of KK. He keeps shouting, blood on my ears, man. That's true, Sags Sham. I tend to be very loud sometimes, and it is something that I need to correct. But Blood Chutney actually is a very different show. It's an emotionally different note altogether. So I don't think I'll be as loud. So it won't be blood in the ears. This blood won't be the same blood. So it's a different show. So Sax Jam, if you still are willing to give a live show a chance, come and watch Blood Chutney, because this one's from here. So not from here or from here. Pragadishwaran asks, can I get Blue Whale game link? Yeah, Pragadishwaran, it's right here. You can just see it right here. It's just scroll down and then pop up.